Hey, how's it going? This is Darrin Goodman from GuitarCntrol.com bringing you this video lesson. Today I want to teach you how to play the main riff. Well, I don't know if you'd call it the main riff, but really recognizable riff from The Trooper by Iron Maiden. And this lick actually has a harmony, so I want to teach you how to play both parts, so that way you can play it with a friend and you can, have the harmony. Or maybe you have like a looper pedal and you could play one part and then play along with it. So anyhow, be sure to click on the link in the description for the tabs, and let's get close up and take a look at this. Take a look at this lick. All right. So first, let's take a look at the melody, the main lick, like what guitar 1 would be playing. So we're starting off. You're going to place your second finger on the second string on the 8th fret. And then you want to take your first finger, and actually let's start with that. If you take your first finger and you put it on the 7th fret and bar it across, so that way you're getting the first 3 strings. And then you can take your second finger and have it here to place on the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And then you'll also be fretting a note with your 3rd finger on the 9th fret of the 3rd string. So it's like a little chord there, kind of. It would actually, I guess if you wanted to be technical, it's an E minor triad. All right, so we start off. We got your first finger barred across the 3 strings and your second finger on the 2nd string on the 8th fret with your second finger. So you pick that note. Now you're going to take that finger off, the second finger off, and you're going to pick the 7th fret. And then you're going to do a hammer on and a pull off from the 8th fret back to the 7th fret. So, and they actually play that twice. So you do pick, take that finger off, pick, hammer, pull, hammer, pull. And then to the first string on the 7th fret also. So your first finger is already barred across there. So you have so pick, hammer, pull, hammer, pick, hammer, pull, hammer, pull, hammer, and then to the first string. So, and then from there, you go back and you play. You basically just do the first part of it again, except this time you're going to replace the 7th fret of the 1st string with the 8th fret of the 2nd string. So you can do that same exact riff. And then, so now you're going to go to the 9th fret of the 3rd string with your 3rd finger, pick that twice, take that finger off, so now you're back to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, to the 8th fret of the 2nd string, whoops, back to the 7th fret of the 3rd string, and then to the 9th fret of the 3rd string. And that ends it. So the whole thing. And then it just simply repeats. All right, so when you're playing this, these lower strings are going to want to start making a bunch of noise. If you're playing with distortion, you're going to start hearing them making a lot of racket. So you want to keep them quiet. So I just simply take this part of the palm of my hand and I just rest it on these lower strings, so that way they don't ring out and make a bunch of noise. Now for the hammer-on and pull-off part, if hammer-ons and pull-offs are a new technique to you, they're going to takes a little bit of practice to get them to where, you know, they sound smooth. So one of the tricks is that when you do the pull-off itself, is it's not just lifting your finger up like that. You actually kind of have to drag it off a little bit so it picks the string. So if this is a new technique to you, then a good exercise you could do, and you can do this, you know, anywhere, you know, it's just on any strings, and in fact you should play it on different frets and different strings, so just so the way the strings feel, the position your hand is on the fretboard, the spacing of the frets, you know, it's all going to be different. So it's just to simply do that. So you could do that. Just do that on different frets, different strings, you know, different positions, to help you get that technique down. Okay, so next I want to do is I want to show you the harmony. So on the harmony for this, it's played down lower. So let's see if I can. Yeah, now we can get like a little better view. So it's the same principle as far as the timing and the technique. It's just played, you know, lower in the fretboard, and it's being played, instead of being played on the first three strings, it's played on the second, third, and fourth string. So now we've got second fret of the third string with your first finger, and to the fourth fret with your third finger. So instead of having the, now we're going to be down here. So this one is probably going to be the one that you're going to want to practice first to kind of get the technique down if it's new to you, because down here it's going to be a little bit harder because the frets are farther apart and you're making a stretch of a whole step instead of just a half step. Okay, so here, we're same idea. We got the, and now we're going to go to the third fret of the second string with your second finger. So back to the fourth fret of the third string, and then do that again. So just like before, you play the riff twice, and on the first time it's going to end with the third fret of the second string, and on the second time it's going to end with the fourth fret of the third string. Just like here, it ended with the seventh fret of the first string, or excuse me, it's the first half ended with the seventh fret of the first string, and the second half with the eighth fret of the second string. So now, from there, you're going to go to the fifth fret of the fourth string with your fourth finger. So, then to the fourth fret of the fourth string with your third finger, to the fourth fret of the third string. So I just simply take that third finger and just roll it down to play that note, because then it goes right back to that fourth. But you don't want the notes ringing over the top of each other, so you'd want to, and then it ends on that fifth fret of the fourth string. So that whole section, see, and then it simply repeats. So if you just played the melody by the harmony by itself, it sounds a little bit odd. You know, this is more. if you're just playing by yourself, this is definitely the part that you would want to play. Because if you just play this by yourself, it sounds a little strange. It doesn't quite, you know, it doesn't quite sound the way that it should. But when you play them both at the same time, you know, with another person, it sounds really cool. All right, so I hope you got something out of that. You know, if you like this video, you know, subscribe to the channel. You know, leave me some comments. Let me know what you think, and I hope that you enjoy playing this. You know, it's a good one, like I said, to play with a friend, or if you've got a looper, or, you know, I mean, you could even simply just record you know, one part of it, you know, like with your cell phone, you know, and then just play along with that, you know, so that way, you know, you get the practice of playing along with the other person. You get to hear what the harmony sounds, you know, the two parts sound like when they're played together, and it sounds pretty cool. All right, well, until next time.